On a spring morning in 1957, tragedy struck the small town of Hexham, England. Two sisters, 11-year-old Joanna and 6-year-old Jacqueline Pollock, were walking to church when they were hit and killed by a car driven by a distraught local woman. The accident shattered their parents, John and Florence Pollock, who never truly recovered from the loss. A year later, Florence discovered she was pregnant again. Doctors told her she was expecting one child, but in October 1958, she gave birth to twin girls, Jennifer and Jillian. From the beginning, John was convinced the twins were the reincarnation of their older sisters. As the girls grew, strange details began to surface. Jennifer, the younger twin, had birthmarks identical to Jacqueline's, one above the right eye and another on her side. Neither parent had those marks. When the twins were old enough to speak, they began asking for toys that had belonged to Joanna and Jacqueline, toys they had never seen. They recognized places they'd never been, the school their sisters attended, the park where they used to play, and even the church where the accident had happened. One day, as the family walked past a schoolyard, Jillian pointed to it and said, "That's where we used to go," but she had never attended that school. Another time, Jennifer became frightened by a passing car and shouted, "That's the car that killed us." John and Florence were deeply religious and conflicted by what was happening. They hadn't spoken of their deceased daughters in front of the twins, fearing to reopen wounds, yet the girls seemed to know intimate details of their lives. By age 5, the memories began to fade. The twins grew into ordinary, happy children, eventually losing the vivid recollections that had once defined them. But their story had already reached beyond Hexham. Dr. Ian Stevenson, a psychiatrist at the University of Virginia, later investigated the case as part of his decades-long study into children who claimed to remember past lives. He interviewed the Pollock family in detail, concluding that their accounts were consistent and sincere, though he stopped short of calling it proof of reincarnation. Still, he cited it as one of the most compelling cases ever recorded. Skeptics have suggested coincidence or parental influence, but none could explain the physical birthmarks, or how two children could recall names, faces, and events from before they were born. Today, the Pollock twins are often described as the best documented case of reincarnation in the Western world. Both sisters are still alive, though they rarely speak publicly about their childhood. For them, the memories of Joanna and Jacqueline are like distant dreams, faint, familiar, but forever a part of who they are. More than 60 years later, the mystery remains. If the Pollock twins truly carried the memories of lives before, then perhaps, just once, death was not the end, only the beginning of another story.